What's going on, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your Monday evening/night. This is MYG JeffyT85, and I'm bringing you the BKN Game Recap for the BrooklynNets and the Cleveland Cavaliers, and oh man, was this a close game. A lot closer than it should have been. Just saying that. This game should have been a lot bigger of a blowout than it should have been. But either way, the BrooklynNets find a way at the end to squeak out, and I mean literally squeak out, their 9th straight victory tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers by the final score of 125-117. And the Nets are now 22-12, and they are now a half game up on the Cleveland Cavaliers, and they're officially now 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. They've won 9 in a row. They've won 13 out of their last 14. And this team is absolutely rolling on all cylinders. And they even finished off this game when Kevin Durant fouled out with about 1:46 left to go in the game. Durant had 6 fouls on the night. But you had major contributions from guys like Royce O'Neal, Nick Claxton, Ben Simmons, and especially TJ Warren to help push this Nets team over the top and help them win their 9th straight game. Obviously also with the help of Kyrie Irving shooting as well as he did tonight. The Nets, this was a lot closer than it should have been because the team was really controlling the pace from the second and the third into the beginning of the fourth quarter. The Nets had as big of a 19-point lead heading into the stretch of the fourth quarter before Cleveland really started to make their comeback, and it was really led by the shooting of Darius Garland. Garland put on a show tonight for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He had 46 points, which led all scorers tonight. But the Nets were able to just get enough contributions from Durant when he was in there, from Irving. Both Durant and Irving had 32 points on this game. Durant played in 36 minutes. He was 10 of 18 shooting. He had a season high 5 of 8 shooting from the three-point line, 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Obviously, he had the 6 fouls. He fouled out with about 1:46 to go. He had 32. And then Irving was really the guy that helped pace this team at the end. 40 minutes, 11 of 19, 7-11 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He had 3 turnovers with 32 points. And you look at Ben Simmons' line, and it doesn't look as impressive, but Simmons was so impressive in the first half, and he really helped out on the defensive end of the court. He had 34 minutes. He was 2 for 5 from the field, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 points. He had 3 steals and a block shot. Nicolas Claxton, he didn't have as many rebounds or control the paint as much. He had 4 rebounds on 10 points with 2 block shots and a steal, including a major block shot towards the end of the game, helping lead Kyrie Irving to drive down to the basket and hit a big 3-point shot. But honestly, to me, the story of this game was TJ Warren. TJ Warren is the story of this game. This guy was incredible tonight for us. TJ Warren is the definition of the intangible player, and he is the guy that the Nets have really missed on offense. And since TJ Warren has come back, this offense is starting to click now. TJ Warren had 23 points off the bench in 27 minutes, 9 of 14 shooting. He was perfect from the free throw line. He was 2 for 4 from the three-point line. He also had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. TJ Warren was the biggest plus on this team because Durant and Irving, when they were in there, they got their usual 25 to 30 points. But Warren was that extra key and tangible player that came off the bench and gave the Nets that scoring that they needed. Even Yuta Watanabe for 20 minutes did pretty decent too. In 10 minutes, he had 10 points in 20 minutes, including 4 or 5 from the field and 2 or 3 from the three-point line as he continues his good shooting from the outside. But the Nets, They just could not find a way to stop Darius Garland. Their defense started to slip a little bit. Garland and the Cavs were starting to hit some big three-point shots from behind the arc, and they were starting to hit some of those mid-range jump shots to really put this game in danger. Even our old friends, Josh Allen and Karis LeVert, played in a part. Allen controlled the middle of the line. He had 10 points and 11 rebounds with a steal and a block shot. And LeVert had 8 points off the bench. But the Nets were able to at least show some resolve towards the end, thanks to Royce O'Neal, TJ Warren, Nick Claxton, and Kyrie Irving to pull out this victory. And this is a damn impressive victory because of the fact that Cleveland had all that own momentum from about 3 minutes and 50 seconds all the way down towards the end of the game. But Kyrie Irving driving to the basket, drawing that foul and making those 2 big free throws, and then same thing with TJ Warren right afterwards. The Nets shot 57% from the field. 57, and what really won the game for them, they shot 60% from the three-point line. 60%. And for the most part, they held Cleveland to 48% from the field and 36% from the three-point line. Cleveland did not shoot the ball well from the three-point line. Nets actually out-rebounded Cleveland 38-33. And they had more assists, 27-21. Nets are still turning the basketball over way too much. 15, and they're still especially committing way too many personal fouls. The Nets were fouling like crazy in the second and third and the fourth quarter. They had 25 fouls in this game. That's unacceptable. The Nets have got to do a better job in terms of limiting their fouls on the court. That's just, you can't do that if you want to be a consistently successful basketball team. You cannot foul at the rate this basketball team is fouling. But they still found ways. As ugly as this could have been towards the end, this is a tough-nosed, gritty victory when your superstar player fouls out with about 1:46 to go, and your team looks like it's reeling. It's about to give up a big game. Being up by 19, it looks like that Cleveland's going to rally back and pull off this victory. Your big other players like Kyrie Irving, and especially guys like Yuta Watanabe, Royce O'Neal, Ben Simmons, and TJ Warren step up. Nicolas Claxton, and put this team over the edge. That's a good way to start off your road trip. They have a 4-game road trip. They are now 1-0 on the road trip, getting a very good win against a very good Cleveland Cavaliers team. The Nets are now 10 games over 500 for the first time this season, and they have a trip down to Atlanta, another very tough team, down against the Hawks, looking to try to make it 10 in a row. The Nets are catching their rhythm, and once again, the depth on this roster gets the job done. Even Sumner came in and played some good minutes. Yuta Watanabe played some good minutes. Royce O'Neal and Ben Simmons paced this team in the first half on offense, and especially paced this team in terms of their defense. And then TJ Warren, Kyrie Irving, Nick Claxton, they finished it off. The depth on this roster is really starting to pace this Brooklyn Nets team to where they need to be. This is a very, very good win for this team. As bad as it looked towards the end, and it looks like this team was about to collapse, the Nets found a way and got it together and found a way to pull off this victory. Durant and Irving are the obvious guys that got the job done, especially Irving towards the end, but my shout out is going to TJ Warren. This guy was huge for us off the bench. TJ Warren has been every single penny that we paid for him in the offseason. Since he's come back, this basketball team has gotten a major spark from him coming off the bench. And when you have him and Watanabe playing the way they are off the bench, the Nets are becoming a deadly team now because they have 2 guys that can go out there and can control the bench and control the scoring coming off the bench and even play some decent defense, rebound the basketball, give you good shooting, pass the basketball. These two guys have been tremendous for this basketball team, and I'm very happy that both these guys are on the Nets. This was a great win tonight. This was a great win by the Nets. Because Cleveland is a very good young and up-and-coming team with incredible talent all over the place. Whether it's Darius Garland, whether it's Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Osman, Kevin Love, Lance Stevens, whoever it is. Karis LeVert, our old buddy Karis LeVert, Aquaro. This team's got a ton of talent. And even with Durant fouling out, and the Nets look like they were reeling about to drop this game, they got it together, and they were able to pull off a monster victory tonight. Kudos to the Brooklyn Nets. Kudos to everybody on this basketball team. And now the Nets can try out their luck going against the Atlanta Hawks, looking to make it 10 straight victories and try to go 11 games over 500. The Nets are just getting it done in multiple facets. Whether they're blowing out teams or they're finding ways to grind out victories towards the end. The Nets gave you two different versions of victories. They blew out the Bucks at home at the end of their homestand. And now they find a way to hang on and get a gritty victory against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And the Nets are coming. Actually, I take that back. The Nets aren't coming here. They've arrived. The real Brooklyn Nets team has arrived. And I'm curious to see how much longer they can keep this going. So that's my BKN Nets recap. The Nets get a big victory tonight over the Cleveland Cavaliers, 125-117. If you guys like this video, hit the like button below. Sub up if you haven't already to NYG Jeffy T85 for more for news, updates, and chatter, as well as game recaps surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. Turn on the bell for notifications of the next video or short that's going to be dropping on the channel surrounding the Brooklyn Nets. And you guys let me know in the comment section, once again, how you're feeling about this win tonight, how you're feeling about the Brooklyn Nets right now. 9 games in a row, 12 of their last 13. Big game against Atlanta on Wednesday night in Atlanta. Looking to make it 10 in a row and going 11 games over 500. Thank you very much. Have a great rest of your Monday night. Take it easy and let's go Brooklyn Nets. As always, it's a Nets world, and you are all seriously just living in it.